we need to put in the Twilio details and the SendGrid API key. Okay, so we need to put in our OpenAI API key. Because we're using Twilio as the provider to send out SMSs, we will need to create a Twilio account and put in these details. Now, I already use Twilio because I do this for clients all the time. So I already have an API key. I already have an API key for OpenAI as well. I'm sure you would too. I also have an API key for SendGrid because I send a lot of emails for clients. Okay, and I set this up for clients all the time. So if you don't have accounts with SendGrid or Twilio, then just ask ChatGPT how to create an account, and ChatGPT will guide you. Okay, because we need providers to send out SMSs from our agent. We need a provider to send out emails from our agent. You can also, for emails, hook in your Gmail account. Just ask ChatGPT how to do that, and ChatGPT will let you know. Or just tell Codex, you're going to be using Gmail. Okay, but you do need something to send out SMSs. Or if you don't want to send out SMSs, you can just send out emails. Okay, but in this case, we're using SMS as a channel to allow customers to reach the client, as well as WhatsApp and a web form. But in this example, I'm only going to create an SMS agent because the rest is almost the same. It's just integration with those other channels. Okay, now we need to have a database. Now, I have chosen to use Superbase because that's what I use for all of my apps. So I need to provide details on how the agent will connect to the database. And then obviously Google Sheets, which is where most of the tradies store their materials and the cost of the materials and their labor rates and things like that. If they don't, we just need to set that up so the agent can work out the estimate to send to the client. And then some details about the business. Okay. And then these are some details, formulas, right, that the AI agent will use to formulate the estimate. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to fill in the .env.local file, which is exactly the same as the .env example file that I just walked you through, but I'm going to put in all of my API keys. Okay, let's now also look at the setup file here, where Codex has given us some instructions on how to go about setting up so that the system works. Okay, so it's confirmed the tech stack, that's fine. Okay, this is how it's going to work out the estimate, right? Now here's how it wants us to create the Google Sheet. So it wants a materials tab with these columns. This is just some example data, and then I want another tab for the labor rate card with these columns, and this is just again some example, and then another tab with quote settings and the columns. Now we can make these manually, okay, and just give the Codex the sheet IDs, but I'm going to use the first approach and give Codex access to my Google account to create these sheets on my behalf, and it's telling me how to do that. Right, so go to google.cloud and then do all these things. So I'm going to go set that up, and then we'll come back and let Codex know that we've done those and just work forward from there. Okay. Now I'm sure you know how to set up an OpenAI API key, but just in case you don't, I will just show you what to do. So you log into your OpenAI account. Okay. Browse to platform.openai.com. It'll bring you to the chat window. Go to your profile on the top right. Okay. And click on your profile, and then go to user API keys at the top. Click on view project API keys on the right.